Poetry. It's Friday. Let's talk about this week's Torah portion, Haazinu. The 5 books of Moses have several poems in them, and this one is probably the most significant and important one, probably. It's said that in this week's Torah portion, Haazinu, it talks of what was and is and will be. And Moses says that this poem, this Torah portion, is there to bear witness, because this Torah portion will survive everything. Now, as it happens over thousands of years, the written Torah, some scholars say it was tweaked a little bit, but it has survived. Pretty much hasn't changed in thousands of years, pretty much. And the oral Torah, we lost a lot of it. Some of it was written down in order for generations to benefit from it, and it also has survived in one way or another, the perils of exile. And he says that when you are, seemingly godless with no divine presence and sold to slavery in foreign lands to your enemies, and you want to know why all this is happening, this poem will be there to remind you. And when you come back to your land, and things will be very confusing, and you won't know what's going on, and you'll want to find a path, a way, this poem will be there to remind you of what is meant to be. And the witnesses in this poem, which Moses say will bear witness to this, are not just the poem itself, but the heavens and the earth. The heavens and the earth, they change, but they're always there. And when the rain comes, it doesn't rain cats or dogs, it rains rain. When the land brings up its fruit and its, things that the land brings up, be it fruit or veggies or I don't know what, the plants, they don't change. You don't plant barley and get wheat, and you don't plant an apple tree and get pears. The earth and the heavens do their job, as should we. This is what this Torah portion is about. It's Israel, whenever it is, whatever situation they're in, they take a look at this poem and they say, oh, so this is what it's about. That's what Moses is trying to convey to them. He tries to convey this to them throughout the entire book of Deuteronomy. This wisdom, this knowledge, the traditions, the oral Torah, the written Torah, these are not vacant, empty things. These are your primary wisdom and mode of being. And you should strive to make it that way, because it's how you will be able to suffer the existential crisis of being. That's what makes this Torah portion one of the most important ones, probably, in the Torah, and a significant piece of poetry, for sure.